shall we discuss? Alright, so today I'm going to talk about religion. Why? Because why not? I mean, I said there's nothing I'm not going to discuss, but, people might be thinking, but Adam, the religion's one of those big three you're not supposed to talk about. Religion, economy, and politics, right? Well, Johnny, I'm going to hit all three eventually. Maybe not the economy, because I'm not a businessman. But I'm not going to, not discuss something. And for me, religion is really annoying. And I think I have said I am Christian. I mean, I can tell you I'm Methodist. What denomination doesn't matter. It's just how you want to worship. And that's where it begins. The variation between denominations within Christianity gets into a brawl for some reason. And the difference between religions gets into a brawl for some reason as well. Because the way I look at it is, so the big three. Christianity, Judaism, for those of you, is people who are Jewish, and Islam. I'm not going to get into the whole radical Islam thing because I don't know enough about it. And, I mean, if you want to know, look it up. But not everybody is like that. And you might get that through this video. So, Christianity, let's just start with Judaism. Judaism is, if you look at the Bible, so all three religions relate back to the Bible in some way. Judaism is the Old Testament. They don't believe the Savior has come, so Jesus isn't, the Messiah, which is Christians believe Jesus is the Messiah, Son of God. So, I'm going to actually read the definitions here in a second. Islam is Jesus was a prophet, which I think all three religions believe. But he's not the Messiah that Muhammad was? Yeah. And they believe more in you have to work and do good deeds to get into heaven, while Christians believe you just have to, doing good deeds helps, but you just have to believe in Jesus as the Son of God and accept him as Lord and Savior, and then you're in, pretty much. But let's read the definitions here. Start with Judaism. That is not the answer I needed. Sorry, what I needed, it said it's the religion Jews worship. Abraham is an ancient monotheistic Abrahamic religion with the Torah at its foundational text, part of larger text known as the Tanakh or the Hebrew Bible, and supplemental oral tradition represented by later texts such as the Midrash and Talmud. It encompasses the religion, philosophy, culture, and way of life of the Jewish people. Judaism is considered by religious Jews to be the expression of the conventional relationship that God established with the children of Israel. Between 14.5 and 17.4 million adherents worldwide, Judaism is the 10th largest religion in the world. I thought it was in the big three. Guess not. But there's a reason I'm getting all these. Christianity. The religion based on the person and teachings of Jesus of Nazareth, or its beliefs and practices. That pretty much hits that one. Islam, the religion of the Muslims, monotheistic. The monotheistic means one God, not like Hindi. I think it's Hindu, right? Or Buddhism, Hinduism or Buddhism, where there's multiple gods, or it is Greek and Roman. Yeah. The religion of Muslims, a monotheistic faith regarded as revealed through Muhammad as the prophet of Allah. Allah being God. So, all based on that one God. So, kind of teachings and stuff. So, the way I look at it always is, so all three have the exact same religion. Ooh, take that back. Nobody, don't start yet. worship the same God. It's just their way of getting there is different. And that's about it. I mean, varying really is just Jesus, I guess, in between, or not having a Messiah yet, or a different Messiah. So, that's how I view it. But I'm going to go more into Christianity here because some of it really pisses me off. So let's start with Christianity. Two main, I guess, view it as branches or denominations. So you got Catholic and Protestant. And the difference I could not tell you because we're all Christian, right? Apparently not. So Catholic and then Protestant has however many, branches off of denominations, I think. Lutheran, Methodist, Baptist, Presbyterian, Episcopal, I don't remember what it actually is, but it's Episcopal. There's a 5 I can name off. I guess Presbyterian. And then there's Roman Catholic. And then it's Eastern Orthodox, whatever. That's Jews. Sorry, I'm rambling. So those are pretty much the two. Except every time I have friends who are Catholic. And every time I have been to a Catholic, I guess, mass. Twice, actually maybe 3 times, I guess. And every time, they do communion every time. Now, but the problem is if you are not Catholic, you're not baptized Catholic, you cannot partake in communion. Now, maybe that's just what I've experienced. Maybe, your churches do it differently. But that's what I've experienced every time. Is I'm not Catholic, so I can't partake. And it's wine, so again, that goes against some of my beliefs. But, so, there's a point where in the Bible, Jesus teaches that you need to but, the whole point of being Christian is to bring others into the faith. And how are you supposed to bring other people into there's the phone again. Whoop, back. Alright, so, where was I? Okay, look, so the point of the Bible is, accept others and bring them in, right? Teach them about Jesus. Well, how are you supposed to teach someone about Jesus when communion was his last teaching, I guess? I don't know. It's just that, it just rubs me the wrong way. Like, priests and altar boys. It's, I don't know. It's just weird because, the Bible teaches you accept others, bring them in, you teach them about me, Jesus, God. But then Catholics don't bring people in, and they've added stuff to the Bible. I don't know, a lot of that just doesn't make sense to me. And a lot of, from what I've heard from my dad, who used to be Catholic, is a lot of Catholicism is about giving money to the church. Not necessarily so you can go to heaven, but so you can expand its works. And just a lot of it is less service oriented, I guess the way I view it, which is the whole point of kind of every time I've read the Bible of Jesus, he's always serving others. And it's less that and more the traditions, I guess? I don't know. But it's just there's something off with it. And then there's the Pope, who I'm going to say something, and a lot of people are probably going to get upset if they ever watch this. I don't get the point of the Pope. Because I get the point the Pope is a very knowledgeable individual on, the Bible and its teachings, and has been spoken to by God. But anyone can hold that position if that's the requirements. Anyone can read the Bible, understand it, learn from its teachings, teach others, save other people, and speak to God. There is no separation But yet people look at the Pope as, I don't know, just as like a higher being than them, which is so wrong in the Bible, because you should have no idols before God. And before anyone says anything, what about Jesus? He was an idol, wasn't he? No, Jesus is God. I'm not going to get in the whole Holy Trinity because that confuses people. But, I don't know, that whole thing with archbishops and cardinals and the Pope, it's just all... Okay. Sorry, I had to collect my thoughts. It's weird because they all... I don't know, there's just some, like, they're better than me kind of feeling when it comes to being close to God, which is incorrect. And I don't get that because everyone is equal in the face of God, pretty much. Because, you know, there's a parable Jesus teaches where the farmer hires people in the morning and then, right, like with an hour left to work, and pays them all the same wage. Well, that's the metaphor for, you know, going to heaven. So in that situation, I think everyone is equal, so why would, you know, the Pope be higher up or anything? And then we go to the church. I don't know, that's my whole thing with that, because with Methodism, and I'm not saying one's better than other, it's the whole point of denominations, I think, is... Why does somebody keep calling us? Point of the denominations is to help you get with where you worship better with service. Well, Methodism is literally based on service. United Methodist Church. A Catholic is probably more that, you know, reading the Bible, you know, having that strong, like, understanding, and etc. You know, all of the other ones. I don't know enough about those, so that's what the point of a denomination is. But every time I view Catholicism, it always seems like it's its own religion, and that's just not correct. It doesn't make sense, because everything is Christian. So then it's like, I don't understand why that's a thing. But, so, that's my Catholicism rant. You let me know what you think. But now on to just religion as a whole. So two YouTubers I watch, Minilad and Gaming Terrorizer. Not Game, but Terrorizer. Sure, you've heard of them. They were on a road, they did an Irish road trip and talked. And one of the things Terrorizer was talking about, Brian, was a lot of conflicts are caused by religion, which is true. And he said one of the things he wished to make the world better would be no religion. Not because religion is wrong, or like it's wrong to have faith in something else, but because most conflicts are started because of religion, which he's not wrong. And that's the biggest problem, is I think people are so like opposed to other religions because I think theirs is right, which is correct. I mean, that's the point of the religion, is like yours is the correct religion. But you're not gonna... The other point of most, I think, religions is to bring other people into that faith to find God. This is Christianity. And if my view of Islam and Judaism is the same, that they have the same God pretty much, it is the same God, it's just prophets. Okay, so Cameron is dying. So let's hurry this up then. So my thing with the religion was, so religion, with all of them being similar, why are there such large conflicts, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at. So it doesn't make sense. And I don't get why. So like, yeah, your religion is what you believe and you should think it's correct, otherwise you wouldn't be believing it. But why? The point of most religions, I think, is to bring people into that faith. And yeah, there are going to be radical whatever, like Islam, radical Christians, radical Jews. It's all, there's going to be radical on either side, which is going to drive people away. So what's the point in that sense? Like, I don't, it just doesn't make sense. And I'm sure many people feel that way, and there's no solution. And the only advice I can offer is have an open mind. Like, when it comes to anything. And it's not just about offending someone. It's about not causing conflict just because you don't agree with someone. It's just stupid. Okay, so gotta be quick, because stuff's dying and memory card's being full. So what I was saying is, don't just get in conflict because someone's morals are, like, if someone morally believes something, you cannot usually change that. It's really hard. So there's no point in arguing with someone about, their religion. You can have discussion, see both sides, but there's no point in, like, fighting over it or beheading anyone because of it. There's no point to it. And if people understand that and get more open, I'll talk about social issues too at some point, because those are always fun, like homosexuality and such, racism. Those are fun things to talk about, get people, thinking. But there has to be an openness about this stuff, and religion, just having a discussion. To each person, they are correct. And in this case, technically they both are. If they believe they're correct, they're correct. Especially when it comes to, like, what they believe internally and have, like, their entire life. Most likely you're not going to be able to say, yep, that's wrong, here's the correct way. You got to offer, like, actual, like, info. You can't just fight someone about it. So, sorry to cut this short. Any questions, again, tweet me, comment. Let me know what I'm doing right now. I've edited some audio stuff, tried to make it better. Trust me, things, add some music in the background, so it's not just me talking, because I'm sure that's entertaining. It's just a longer video, but give me some topics. I'm gonna start eventually running out of some. School starts, I might get some more, but still thinking 2 videos a day or a week, just because sometimes I get a little busy. But yeah, so tweet me thumbnail art still. Still would love to have that. Twitch, I want to, but if I do, it's going to be like at night. So maybe I will soon. If I do, I'll send a tweet and see what happens. But, so I want to start playing Subnautica, but I'll do that on a live stream. So, that's the plans. Yeah, I guess that's it. So, thanks for tuning in. Have some safe discussions in the comments below, and join me for the next discussion.